Hi there, this is Rahul. Welcome to Gadget Freaks, and today we are going to talk about mouse, like computer mouses, lots of stuff. So previously, I was using a typical mouse, a wireless mouse. It was working on like wireless signals and a dongle, not Bluetooth and stuff. And I was quite happy with that. But I always knew about the Logitech's MX series mouses, the professional ones that had a lot of buttons, a lot of controls, and you can just make it work the way you like. But those mouses are really expensive. I started looking for those MX series mouses back in 2019 when the MX Master 3 was around priced around 9,500 rupees in India, and that was super expensive for a mouse because like you generally buy mouses in India for about 300, 400, 500 rupees, 600 rupees, and if you pay like 1000 rupees or 1200 rupees, you can get a really good wireless mouse. And even you pay a little more like 1800, 1900 rupees, you can buy a really good Bluetooth mouse, like, and you can also get a dongle like in dual hybrid mode. You can make it work, like you can either work with a dongle or even with a Bluetooth. So yeah, in under 2000 rupees you can get a really good mouse. But 9000 rupees, that was kind of really expensive at that time, and I just wanted the MX Master 3, the latest one. And there was also the MX Master 2 Ace, and I didn't like it. But like I waited for some time, and it's now 2021 December, and in 2022 is incoming, but there is no news about MX Master 4 as far as I know. But that means that MX Master 3 is still the latest mouse in the MX series. So I finally decided to buy the MX Master 3. As you can see, I have already bought the mouse. It's the MX Master 3, the latest one, and it costs me about 7,400 rupees in India. I ordered it via Amazon, and 7,400 is an outrageous amount of money for a mouse. And I am not a professional user. I just make some casual videos on YouTube, you know that, and I doesn't have many subscribers, so it's not a serious content. But I just wanted to test out the mouse, what is all about, like 7,400 rupees. I even bought a mechanical keyboard for 5,000 rupees back in 2021 April or May, and I didn't make a review about that, and I'm gonna make a review about that soon. So if this is the first time here, I have just got started. My name is Rahul, so let's get started. So guys, as you can see, I have ordered this mouse from Amazon India and always unbox the products ordered online on camera, because just for safety, if there is something wrong with your package, you just have a proof to show the authority of the e-commerce site that we ordered from. So I'm recording it for the both purposes of safety and also for my YouTube channel. So as you can see, this is the MX Master 3, and it has a pricing of around 7,400 on Amazon, but the printed price is kind of higher, I think, and it's all sealed, so that's a good thing. And I'm just opening with my trusty unboxing knife, and seals are quite good, so I think everything is fine inside. And the packaging looks damn good for a mouse. Generally the mouse packages are kind of flimsy, it doesn't have just much to show, but here inside you can see the MX logo, and just below that there is a Logitech logo, and there is another box inside. And as you can see, the mouse is there. The mouse looks gorgeous, it's huge, it's large, and it's kind of ergonomic. You can keep your right hand on the wrist on the left of the mouse, and it just feels good. And as you can see, this is a unifying receiver, but it has Bluetooth advisor unifying receiver, so it works in both way. And there is some instruction on the bottom of the mouse. As you can see, it has easy switch and that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about all the features in the later part of this video. And there's also a small box, I think, and let's take it out. Yeah, as you can see, we can find the charging cable, which has a velcro with it, so good for organization. And there is some documentation like in different languages, basic setup guides and stuff. And it has a lithium polymer battery inside, as you can see. And the wire is also color coded, like the mouse is gray, so the wire is also gray. So guys, as you can see, I have been using this MX Master 3 for last 2.5 to 3 days, and I have gained a lot of experience about this mouse. I can tell a lot of stuff, the pros and cons, and today I'm going to talk about in this video. But it is not a final review, because I have to use a mouse for a lot more time to get to understand like what is happening with the mouse, why it is so expensive. But I have guessed some of the features, I have used some of them, and now I understand why this mouse is so expensive, like 7,400. That's a lot of money for a mouse. So let's first talk about the build quality. So as you can see, this is quite a big mouse for my hand, and like it is a heavy mouse. If you take this mouse and go back to your previous mouse, it feels a lot more solid and a lot more premium and heavy for compared to the older mouses. So let's talk some about the unique features. Like as you can see, there's a Logi logo, not fully Logitech, but it's a Logi logo on the left click button, I would say. And like there is a scroll wheel, typical one, and the scroll wheel is really tactile, it feels really good. And on the bottom we have this scroll wheel release button. That means it has a special feature like infinite scroll. So if you press this button, and it will just release the scroll wheel and it can just rotate freely. As you can see, it will rotate free, and you can just press another button like this and it will get locked, and it will not work like a normal mouse, I would say. So also as you can see that there are the normal left and right clicks, and there is also a button under this wheel just like the normal mouses. But if you come to the left of the mouse, there is another vertical scrolling wheel, I would say. It's not vertical, it's actually horizontal scrolling wheel that you can use in your YouTube video timeline that you are recording on Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro for Mac users. Even in DaVinci Resolve, I think the settings is same, and there are also two buttons, like you can customize them in every situation. Like in normal mode, I've customized the forward button to open the Chrome and this backward button to take a screenshot, so which is really cool. And you can make it work differently in every app. Like you can make some profiles. There are also some pre-made profiles for Chrome like Microsoft Edge, and some Photoshop apps, Lightroom and Premiere Pro, this kind of stuff. There are some pre-made profiles for this mouse, but you can also customize them, which is really a cool thing to do. And as you can see, there is also light. This light blinks when it is charging, and it gets turned off when it's charged fully. So this mouse can be charged, the batteries are inside sealed just like today's mobile devices. And that's kind of pro or con. I'll talk about in the con section or the pro section in the later part of the video. On the front we have the charging port, which is a Type-C port. That is really cool. Like you can take one charger for your phone, for your laptop, for your mouse. That is going amazing. And you can actually charge it like for what, 2 to 3 hours with a slow charger. And as it is a small device, you should always charge it with a slow charger for the health of the battery, and it will go for days. Like Logitech claims 70 days of battery life. I don't know, I have used it for only for 3 to 4 days. And if I open the companion app on my Windows laptop, it still shows fully charged, so that's a really good thing. And I would say the bottom of it has a sensor, which is an invisible sensor. That means it doesn't have any light, just like the Logitech mouse in normal price range. And there is an on off button, you can turn it on or off. And as you can see, there are two signs left. One is a unifying receiver and another is a Bluetooth one. So what is unifying receiver, I'll explain it in the later part of the video. And there are 3 buttons like 1 2 3. That means it can be synced up to 3 devices, and you simultaneously something called Logitech Flow, which I'll give you a demo in the later part of the video. I have 2 laptops, I can show you up to 2, but you can also use this feature up to 3. And there are under these 3 lights 1 2 3, there is a black button that you can press to change the computer. Like you have 2 computer turns on, your mouse is working the first one, and you can just click the button and your mouse will start working with the second one. It should be paired previously so that it can work. And it is kind of like really wide in the bottom because of this handrest. And in the handrest there is a hidden button. Like it is a button that works like for sensor stuff. Like you can just press it, or you can press it and slide the mouse for some gestures, so it really works well. And I'm gonna show you how I'm using all these features in the super loaded mouse. So yeah, and there are some rubber pads for the better grip of the mouse, and I haven't used it on the transparent glass surface. I have heard that it works, but let's check it out. And the charging point position is really good. Like in Apple mouses, that is just stupid. You have to charge the mouse like this, and so you simply can't use the mouse while you are charging it. It is not like this with this mouse, and you can just charge it and use it as the charging point is on the forward and the front side of the mouse. So that's really cool. And I'm going to explain all the features in the software on my computer screen. I'm going to screen record it and upload it here so you can understand what's happening with the mouse. So let's jump to the next part of the video, that is the software experience. So right now guys, we are on my computer screen, and I'm going to show you the software experience of this Logitech MX Master 3. The software that is used to control this mouse is called Logitech Options. And there are 2 versions, like the Logitech Options and the Logitech Options Plus. Options Plus is in beta stage, and you can apply to use the beta. You can get a link in an email ID by providing the email ID to the Logitech, and you can download that software. I'm gonna show you both. I'm using the latest one, that means the beta version, but I'm gonna also show the typical one. Let's first grab the typical one. So let's go to Windows search and go for Logitech Option. So as you can see, Logitech Options, and if you just go inside it, like it is the main software for controlling the MX things, like the MX keys, the keyboard, and MX mouse. So as you can see, it is showing that Logitech Options doesn't support MX Master 3. It is showing just like that because I have installed the Options Plus. So let's just go to Options Plus, the latest software, and we'll show the thing. It is just like the same thing, but let's just go. So now in options plus, we are opening the options plus. As you can see, the Logitech new logo, and as you can see, the whole app is minimalistic, and you can see this is the mouse, and as you can see, it is connected via Bluetooth and the battery is full. I have been using this for last like 2 days after charging. Still that shows the battery is full. And if we just now click on the mouse, we get the whole control. Like as you can see, when we are in home screen, this forward button works for opening the Chrome, and on the backward for screen capture. On this gesture is app navigation, and this is a horizontal scroll, this is the shift wheel mode, and this is a show or hide desktop. That means if I am using, like I'm not using any kind of app, if I just press the middle scroll wheel button, it will just go to the show desktop mode. Like if you just get inside of this app, outside of this app, and go to this taskbar, which is a free space, if I just click this scroll wheel button, it will just go to the minimize mode. As you can see, if you just click it again, it just comes back. And you can also open the Chrome, like if I just press this button, like the forward button, I just pressed it, as you can see the Chrome gets opened, which is really cool. And as you can see, this is screen capture and the navigation. Like if you just press this button for that gesture, if you just press it, it goes into this kind of navigation mode. You can press it again and again to change through the apps. And I've also configured it like that if you just like press this button and just slide the mouse down, it will just go to the show desktop mode, as you can see. And if you just go press it and scroll upward, it go to the start menu. Like it's really cool. Like you can control like anything. And there are some apps also, like you can see if you go to the Chrome, the whole thing changes. Like the middle button, the forward, the virtual desktop, back, forward, back for the navigation into previous site or the next site. Like this is the navigation between tab. Like if you just open Chrome, like suppose let's just open Chrome and like open something like what, google.com, maybe that's easy. And let's search for something else, like what, I don't know, what should we search? Like MX Master 3. Let's search MX Master 3. So there are two tabs opened, and if we just keep the cursor on this any of this one or two tabs, and I just use the horizontal scroll wheel, it just moves like this, which is really cool. Like you don't have to press it or stuff like that. You can just use it like to move like this, which is really cool. So that's a thing. And we just go to the next tab, like Microsoft Edge. That is almost same, like both are Chromium based. We have specific settings for Excel, and we have also a zoom. Like we have also a zoom, and we can even add more. Like there are a lot of apps, and you can customize every single app, and you can make every button work differently for different apps. So that's really cool. Like yeah, lots of control. And let's talk about the next cool thing. If you just go to point and scroll, that is different thing. Like the thumb wheel, you can control the speed, and you can the thumb wheel direction, which is really cool. The pointer speed. And if I just go to the scroll wheel, there is something called smooth scrolling. Like it will just glide through it, and there is something called smart shift. Let me explain that. Normally, if you just keep the smart shift turned off, there are two options, like free spin. Like if you just press free spin, and you can just scroll the mouse wheel that I showed you previously, it's just free, like it will not stop. And if you just go to a ratchet mode, it will just spin like a normal mouse wheel, like one by one step. But if you just keep to the smart shift, this thing is controlled by the mouse. It is intelligent. If you are scrolling normally, it will work in ratchet mode, but if you just try to scroll it a little bit faster, it will go into the free wheel mode. It will roll really fast, and when it is slowing down, it will just come back to the ratchet mode. Everything is automatic in this step, like mouse knows it. And you can also set the sensitivity threshold, like when does it work, what should be the value of sensitivity when the mouse goes from ratchet mode to the freewheel mode and comes back to the ratchet mode once again when slowing down. So that's a really cool thing. You can use it, and that's the most, like the coolest thing I have seen in this mouse. Like the scroll wheel can detect itself, like how should it work, like in free mode or in a locked mode. So that's really cool thing. And we also have something called flow. I haven't used it right now. That means you can put your cursor or copy or paste something from one computer to another only with the mouse cursor. That's really cool. I'm not gonna show it today because I haven't used it right now. I'll be including it in my full review, I'd say, which I'll be making it around after 3 to 4 months. I think that'll be enough time to learn the mouse fully. And also swipe left or right buttons. Like I mean, if you're using the left click as left click, you can just change it to the right click and vice versa. That's really cool. And that's the whole thing about the buttons. And now you can just come back here and the mouse shows like this is a minimalistic look. And you can also, there are some themes and stuff like automatically install updates, lot of stuff. So that's all about the app. So let's talk about the unifying receiver. What is this all about? Like, as you can see, this is a unifying receiver. So first, it looks like a normal mouse dongle, like a mouse you can buy for 500 to 600 rupees. But as you can see, there is a special logo that differentiates it from the other mouse dongles. Like, it is a unifying receiver. What does it mean? That means that the mouses or keyboards that supports this Logitech's unifying receiver technology, that comes with a unifying receiver. Like, suppose you have forgotten this dongle or you have just lost it, like it's in your home or you have lost it completely, you don't have access to this dongle anymore. If there is a mouse with normal dongle, the mouse or the keyboard is just useless, because that dongle is specifically paired with that mouse or keyboard, and without the dongle the keyboard or mouse simply cannot work. But not the case with this unifying receiver. This unifying receiver is just replaceable. Like, you can buy one of these like for 1000 rupees I think, and you can just configure with the mouse or keyboard that supports the unifying receiver in your computer with the unifying receiver software, and the mouse or keyboard will work with the new dongle once again. That means it is not hard coded with some specific dongle. Any unifying receiver that you can buy from store will just simply work. So, but there are some specific security related issue, like your mouse or keyboard can be hacked. This unifying receiver is really easy to make. Like, just if you know the thing inside that it works with this, you can simply make a unifying receiver at your home and make it work. So that's kind of like scary, I would say. Like, anyone can get into your mouse or keyboard, get your password and that kind of stuff. So Logitech is now working with something called Logitech Bolt that we are going to talk about in some other video. Like, it is not here yet, it's in the business market, it's not for normal consumers. So this is a unifying receiver that Logitech is still using in their consumer grade keyboard and mouses. So that's it. So finally, let's talk about the pros and cons in a short version, because I haven't used a mouse that long so that I can talk about pros and cons in details. It's just like an initial overview video. So this mouse has a lot of pros, and like, it is super customizable. You can work with anything, just like I told you in the previous part of the video. And the charging port is in a good position, not like the famous Apple mouse, Magic Mouse. And it's comfortable. Like, it's heavy, but the hand is well rested and is really comfortable. And like the extra scroll wheel, lots of controls. So it's a good mouse, and it lasts really long. It has an inbuilt battery, so yeah, it can be charged. It has a 500 milliampere battery for information, so that's really cool. Now let's talk about the cons. The cons are kind of less, but it is significant. First, I talk about the price. It is a super expensive mouse. It is not for everyone. No one can afford for 7,400 rupees. For the most of the common people, the mouse that works normally with 3 buttons are just fine. Use that. There are lots of mouse in that segment, and you can buy any of them. And secondly, it's not a gaming mouse, so gamers stay away from these. You can go for a decent Logitech gaming mouse, the wired one or even the wireless one, for this kind of price or even less. So yeah, or anyone, if you don't require this kind of high power but you need kind of a professional mouse, go for something called Logitech Anywhere. It's a small version of these, and it costs about 1000 to 1500 rupees less. And I don't have that mouse, so I'm not going to make a video about that, how does it work and stuff. You can check anyone's review on the YouTube. There are a lot of them. So yeah. And secondly, the battery is sealed inside. Normally these wireless mouses have a typical double batteries that can be removed by the user, rechargeable or non-rechargeable. This battery is sealed inside, just like the normal phone battery. There is something called, like, you can open those screws and take out the battery and dispose it, like what is said in the Logitech user manual that I have seen. But there is nothing said about like how to replace this one, and I have paid 7,400 rupees for this, so I'm not gonna use this mouse for 2 to 3 hours and throw it down the dustbin. So yeah, that's kind of concerning for me, how to change this battery. How long actually will this mouse work? I don't really know. So yeah, that's kind of a con, like the price and the battery replacement thing. I don't really know about that. I'm gonna make some research and update the battery thing in the final review of this mouse. So that's it for now. Hope you like the video. Like, share, subscribe. Hope to see you in my next video. Signing off. Thank you. Bye bye now.